I'm Lonell Williams, and welcome to the Glow TV Network series, The Color of Love. So, Jay, I want to get back to you because you know a little something about being accused of throwing the community under the bus, but you still have this strong sense of self. And how are you able to weather that storm? How are you able to, despite all that chaos going on around you, still develop such a strong sense of self?
It's funny that being J.L. King that's a lot of responsibility. When you get to a level of success that I have, and people who know me know I don't brag about me. And I really couldn't. I really, really could. I really could be a diva of divas if I wanted to. But because I'm very humble and I was raised by a mom and a dad who taught me how to maintain my humbleness, I have had to, over the past 10 years of doing this, being JL, it's been hard. But everything I've ever done from day one had nothing to do with the gay community. Nothing. I didn't write books for the gay community. I never called myself speaking for the gay community. This was a personal involvement of my own self, of me going from being married and being a father and just creeping and fucking and do all the ugly stuff that I did to a female, to then transforming over to now accepting my own sexuality and learning how to love a brother, be with a man. But it was difficult because black gay men are so catty. I am today still uncomfortable around gay men. I really am.
Really? Why?
That's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to gay prides. I don't go to gay events. And for the most part, I don't even hang out with a lot of gay men outside my own little small circle because even now, listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm taking it all
Even
in.
now, after all these years of being JL, I still get negative comments from the gay community who don't even know me. My friends who know me well, who are in my inner circle, have to fight for me all the time. They will say, "You don't even know this dude. How are you going to say..."
But isn't that a public figure issue as opposed to a gay issue?
So I found myself for a long time trying to make everybody like me. And gay men. I went for a long time, trying to get gay men to like me. And it came to a place one day I was like, fuck that. Listen, fuck that. I'm not going to do that because I am comfortable with who I am and I no longer am going to try to kiss ass to get somebody to like me who don't even know me. I have a person on my staff who all she does is don't allow me to read the negative feedback I get from gay men. And that's the only negative feedback I get from. If nothing else, I should be, and again, I think I should be put on the pedestal that I don't know, not one single black gay man in this country who could sit with Oprah Winfrey and tell 72 million people, I'm a proud black gay man, I'm a proud gay black father, and that who I sleep with does not define who I am. Instead of getting kudos of good job, I get negative feedback from gay men talking about, man, you still bag, you still dog. Man, it's crazy.
Go ahead. Hold on. And see, and I'm glad you just said all that you just said, that soliloquy you just gave us, because I think this is a exact same place that Zarek was in that got him into trouble. The sweeping generalizations. And I'm glad I've had some time to know you personally. We've had discussions, we've sat down and talked, so I'm not infatuated with the J.L. King that was on Oprah. Exactly. But my problem comes in when you say you don't deal with the cattiness of the community, you don't go to gay clubs, you don't deal with gay men, but you're lining your pockets with gay dollars.
No, I'm not.
You're speaking about gay themes, you're writing about the down low. Hold on. You're writing about the down low. You're writing about the down low, which is associated with black gay men. When the world thinks about the down low, they look at us, black gay men. But you don't want to associate with us. You don't want to go to our events.
Let me clarify something.
That's what it sounds like, JL.
Let me clarify something for you.
And this is not an attack on you.
No, I know.
I'm just responding to what you said.
Let me tell you, gay men did not make me who I am and do not buy my books. Period. Over 1.5 million copies of my book have been sold. The first book that came out in 2004. If I can send you the report that I get from Random House, my books are bought by women.
But you do realize when you go on a national platform as an openly gay black man, and there's so very few of us in the public eye, you become the spokesperson.
I have become. No, let me answer that. Let me respond to that point. If nothing else, I have tried to get women and the general community in general to realize all black gay men, don't carry person wear high heels. All black gay men are not HIV positive. All black gay men are not pedophiles. All black gay men are, they are positive and doing great things in our community because the media listens to me. If nothing else, I've probably done more to edify the black gay community than anybody.
And I appreciate that, but you can go and you can speak on our behalf, but you can't associate with us?
That's my personal choice.
But here's the thing, too. I think what's interesting is because JL and Zurich have said some similar things, but there are also things that I've heard from other people. I've heard other black gay men talk about the fact that they feel like our community's catty. Or they feel like it's backbiting. So I do think that we have to recognize that there is a challenge, there's an ism, there's something going on with us where I think, we talked about not having examples and not necessarily knowing how to love. Sometimes in the absence of not knowing how to love, we may act out a little bit.
Okay.
Vicious.
And I just think that's honest. I think that sometimes there is I don't know if I want to call it competitiveness or cattiness or this or that. I think there's a identity issue that some people have on the inside. And if I don't feel great about who I am, then how do I treat other people who are just like me?
I think that you hit the nail on the head right there. I think that, that's it right there. I think that everybody is still walking around with carrying the shame of it to a certain extent. And and what's coming, what's result out of that is you're looking at the cattiness and all the different things that the black gay community deal with. But the thing that I find interesting is because I come from the black community, from the hood,
right?
And the gay community to me has been I've been involved with at a later time, and this is not just a black gay thing. This is a black people thing. All the things that you go into a straight club with black people, it's the same cadence, it's the same standoffish, it's the same thing. It's not just a black gay community. This is a community as a whole that it needs to be identified. What I think that the first step for us to heal and to come together is for us to all be honest. I was telling Darian, maybe it was a couple days ago or someone I was talking to, but I find it crazy that in 2012, gays are in the military openly. Nobody cares about the gay shit anymore. Like, it is not a hot topic.
Right.
If anything, people are like, you're like a celebrity when you come out. From the person on the corner to the person in the public eye. Right. So I have a problem now that I have come out. I know it's easier for me to say it now that I have, but now that I kind of grew some balls and came out, to let everybody know that it wasn't about identifying with anybody. It was just about being honest with what it is. And I'm in the industry of forcing people to be honest, yet I was kind of behind the computer not really being honest. And I just think that if we all come together as a people and just be honest, yes, we all like dicks and ass. It is what it is. Just get it out there. The shame is gone. You know what I'm saying? I think that us as a community, we're still we still carry so much shame in a world that said it's okay. Be who you are. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the craziest things happening now, with domestic relationships and domestic disputes. I had a situation the other day where, my neighbors, they're two gay guys, and they got into this huge fight, and the police came in. It was like the most coolest thing because the cops weren't tripping. They were just like, what's going on? Like no one's having that shock factor. It's gonna be completely removed. And I just think that until we kind of come out and just be honest with each other, with all of us, the DL thing is still very prevalent in 2012. There are still some dudes who I know who are still on the DLs. Are you serious? Right. You're 42 on the DL still? Like, come on.
Well, I think in a nutshell, I think that the most harmful homophobia is the homophobia that comes on the inside.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Totally. And we're dealing with that, especially again when you talk about a community that has issues around rape, a community that has issues around age, a community that's having issues. No, I didn't point at you. I said, I'm looking at you and I said, wait.
Okay.
No, seriously. And we talk about HIV issues and stuff like that. I think a lot of that comes up, and on the inside, folks aren't, they're fighting, they're grappling.
They really are grappling, and we really have to foster the healing. And I think you hit it on the head with the honesty and
I just think that's
self.
just time.
Yes, the truth, the sense of self, and we really have to get to that point. What other examples or what other methods